Hang tight, hang tight. Shit, that one's not working. There it goes. All right. Leave me where I stand. All right, you're in the right spot, folks. Thank you all so much for being here. Now let's kick this thing off. My name is Travis Shallow. Welcome to episode 158 of Live from Shallow Chateau. I hope this finds you well. If you're brand new here, let us know in the comments. Thank you guys in advance for sharing the stream as soon as you hop on. And we're going to get some songs under our belt, do some talking, do the thing. Just to set the scene a little bit, I've got my dog stage left here. Not quite snoring yet, but we'll get her there. We got sound, we got audio, we good? Let me be sure. Little out of place. I've done this before, no matter what it looks like. A little out of place, a little out of tune, lost in this space, erasing that moon, climbing the walls of a hurricane, still after all, I can't complain. Freedom ring. They said I had to get a permit, tags and everything. I never made it through the red tape. I got this paper hat. I got a job working weekdays. You want fries with that? I got nothing to lose. I got nothing to gain. Like a one-way ticket cruising that passing lane. Well, you know I just can't complain. Welcome, welcome, folks. I was talking with my girlfriend. I told her I was stressed. I said I'm going off the deep end. She said, God, for once, give it a rest. We're all waiting in the dugout, wishing we could pitch. How you gonna throw a shutout? All you do is bitch. I got nothing to lose. I got nothing to gain. Like a one-way ticket to cruising that passing lane. You know I just can't complain. Welcome, welcome, folks. Got a brand new dance. I need one more shot. I just need one last chance. I know I won't get caught. Gonna make my last stand. This time I can't be bought. Then again, on the other hand, how much you got? I got nothing to lose. I got nothing to gain. Like a one-way ticket cruising the passing lane. I just can't complain. So the circle, be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home away. In the sky, Lord, in the sky. A little out of place, a little out of tune, lost in this space. I'm just racing that moon, climbing the walls of a hurricane. Still after all, I can't complain. Still after all, I just can't complain. Still after all, I just can't complain. Thank you, folks. If you're just now hopping on, that was the first song. So we're just now kicking it off. If you're brand new here, let me know down in the comments. I got a couple different feeds going on here. I'm gonna try to keep up with you guys throughout. But let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Hope this finds you well. It's been a real busy week over here. Made a couple posts on Instagram throughout this past week. You probably saw me with some power tools in my hands and a different kind of power tool, if you will. Bad jokes. But making some headway over there at the new place. And but it's good to be back in the saddle, playing songs for you wonderful folks. All right, we got Minnesota in the house, Jacksonville. Let me go to the chat over here so I can actually keep up with you folks. That has made it through the red tape. We got North Carolina, Massachusetts, Knoxville. Love seeing you back on here. Vancouver. Hey, Joel, thanks for tuning back in, my friend. Nashville and Cleveland and Texas and Brazil and Argentina and Israel and Pennsylvania. Love it. Australia, Gold Coast. Love it. Lodi, California. Oh, Lord. Stuck in Lodi again. All right. Let's get a few more songs on our belt, and then we'll do a little bit more talking. I do want to announce before the next song, if you're in the Raleigh area, I am playing the Poorhouse. I'm doing a writer's round a week from today. So a week from today, I know it's a Wednesday, so the live stream's going to have to be moved to a TBD, or we just might have to miss one that week. And but if you're in the Raleigh-Durham area in the Triangle, I'd love for you to make it out. There's ticket links on my website. It's a writer's round with 3 other songwriters, and big thanks to 94.7 QDR radio station in Raleigh. I'm the featured artist of the week over there. Jason Adamo has been taking real good care of me over there and giving my songs some radio spins, and so big thanks to them over there and to him specifically. And they're doing it's like a homegrown Carolina featured artist. I'm probably butchering the phrasing of that, but you understand the sentiment. And that'll be Sunday at 9 p.m. So Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern on 94.7 QDR. They're going to be spinning some of my songs. I did a video for them. That'll be cool. So you guys tune in the radio station on that. But then if you want to see me in person in the Triangle area, a week from today at the Poorhouse, Raleigh, North Carolina. God, I hope I got all that right. I think I did. But back to you guys. How are you beautiful souls doing? do a quick tuning here, and I'm kind of feeling the upbeat feel good today. Had a nice day outside. Weather here, you know, it's great. It's, you know, February 23rd, and it's 70 degrees here. Let me know how your week's been, folks. You know what I mean? I posted on the Facebook page earlier that let me know the good things that are happening to you. You know what I mean? I like hearing from you. We got some good ones. So you got to celebrate those tiny victories, folks. If you're going to sweat the small stuff, you got to celebrate the tiny victories just as much. State law. God, let me tune this thing keeps slipping. But yeah, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Thank y'all for being here. I do have songs in my mind and my heart, so let's get to it. Let's get to business. Close enough for jazz. Here we go. Hey, let's go now. Hey. Without water, stuck outside the middle of a desert, wishing I was home. A long way from nowhere, wishing I was somewhere. Sunday de Cristo and the devil's backbone. I've been to California, been to North Carolina, home with the hippies in Austin and the cowboys of Mexico. Laid up in Fort Worth, the beautiful ladies. Hitchhiked down to 201, hit the rodeo in San Antonio. Hey! Left alone, heading out of El Paso, raining down in Houston. Told the truck driver, put the pedal to the metal, 'cause Houston gets me down. Babylon, Caucasian smile. Hey! Woo! And we're off, folks, and we're off. All right, so if you're just now tuning in, folks, we're 2 songs in. So you came in at a perfect time. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. I hope this finds you well, and let me know if you're brand new here. I'm keeping up with the comment feeds over here, and I like seeing that. I like seeing the new people here. And if you're brand new over here on one of these platforms, thank you guys for following, and so you get the update and all that stuff. And next time I go live, and yeah, rock and roll. Thank y'all for being here. Okay, we got some new people over here. Arizona, Annapolis, Boston in the house. Welcome, welcome, folks. You guys from all over. I love seeing how this kind of veins out. Play the title track off the last full band record I put out. It's a song called The Great Divide. Through these weary bones, time to get back into a ray of sun. That's right. Now 31 shades of gray mixed into the landscape. Is this a hurricane omen or the calm before the storm? Hard to feel broken when your wheels are in motion. The battle is over and the warrior is home. There's a little bit of magic when you're jumping to the great unknown. Oh, but you don't have to jump from the great divide. Catch you on the other side, that's right. Are you the sum of all your choices? Are you just scared of all the voices? Either way, baby, you gotta let your love light shine. Follow that love forever, 'cause baby, I gotta tell you, I feel like I'm in heaven. Oh, baby, when you smile. Because me and my baby, yeah, we walk along that ocean, just like those creatures, yeah, that came before. No matter how the wind blows, it cuts through these weary bones. Time to get back into a ray of sun. There's a little bit of magic when you're jumping the great unknown. Oh, but you don't have to jump from the great divide. But oh baby, if on the other side. You guys still with me, folks? I hope this finds you well. Thank you all so much for tuning in and being here. We're just getting started. Oh, yes, I will, my baby. Oh, yes, I will, my child. Hey! Just like those creatures that came before. Now how the wind blows, it cuts through these weary bones. Time to get back into a ray of sun. There's a little bit of magic when you're jumping to the great unknown. Oh, but you don't have to jump from the great divide. Thank you, folks. Thank you. All right, so if you guys are just now hopping on, welcome. Let me know if you're brand new here. My name is Travis Shallow. I'm a songwriter based out of Wilmington, North Carolina. I've been doing this live stream since March of 2020. This is episode 158. And just know, if you got to dip in, dip out, you got kids, you got dinner, you're doing all the things, just know that I archive all of these episodes on my YouTube channel. So if you got a dip, but you want to catch this on the back end, they're all there. It's all free on my YouTube channel, and yeah. But cheers! If you got something, thank y'all for being here. I saw somebody over here on TikTok. They said that they're celebrating 5 months sober. Congrats, my friend. I remember your handle and your name from a stream I did months ago. Where we tapped in that a little bit and we talked about it. So, yeah, it's Cody, right? Yeah, congrats, my friend. Got a room temperature Zevia here. This is root beer, and the closest I've found is something that's carbonated with no sugar in it. So cheers to that, Zevias. I thank you all for following along. If you're brand new here and you haven't follow, like, share, you know how the internet works, folks. Thank you all for doing that. Cheers. I did have a request for this over on Facebook here, so why not? This is a old no, this is a Breedlove guitar. Most of the ones I play over here are Breedlove. They've been good to me over the last few years, and I'm actually doing some videos for them and some endorsed content, as the kids say. And you'll be seeing a lot more stuff with these Breedloves and all that stuff on the interweb somewhere. Okay, this is an old Taj Mahal song via request. I learned this one with an old band of mine years ago. We used to play it. It takes me right back to playing in some of those tight, sweaty, smoky bars. And Ernie, you are 4 years. Yeah, man. It was 6 years in September of this past year. So 6 years and 5 months on the 20th. Wild to think about. But that's just my personal journey. And however you navigate between the navigational beacons in your life, I celebrate it. I celebrate it. All right, here it is. We got sound everywhere still, we good? Holla. Well, she complicated, let me a mule to ride. Well, my baby complicated, let me a mule to ride. Well, my baby complicated, let me a mule to ride. Now the train pulled out, and I swung on behind. And I'm crazy about that hard-headed woman of mine. My baby, she alone. Good God, my baby, she told. My baby, she alone. Good God, my baby, she told. My baby, she alone. My baby, she tall. Well, she sleeps with her head in the kitchen and them big feet's out in the hall. Cause I'm still crazy about that long-legged woman of mine. Well, I love my baby. Oh, she's so fine. Will she come around here and see me sometime? Well, you know that I love her. Look at the place I'm in. Don't believe I love her. Look at the hole I'm in. Hey, hey there. Well, she called that Katie, baby. Let me a mule to ride. That's right now. My baby called that Katie. Let me that mule to ride. Well, my baby called that Katie. Let me that mule to ride. Now the train pulled out. And now you know I swung on behind. And I'm crazy about that long-legged woman of mine. And I'm crazy about that long-legged woman of mine. And I'm crazy about that long-legged woman of mine. That hard-headed woman of mine. Hey now. There it is, folks, via request. I'll get your head up a little bit. All right, got another request coming in for Let's Go Dance. And this is a song I put on a self-titled solo record a few years back. Just so you know, Foy Vance, She Burns. That's a great song. Great song. Foy Vance is like my true north of just about how good it gets. You know what I mean? Songwriting, voice, guitar playing, finger picking, piano, fronting a band. Unreal good. Actually, in 2019, I flew by myself to Atlanta to see him play and flew back all within 24 hours and don't regret one penny of it. Because he doesn't play in the States too much. I think he was playing Nashville and Atlanta, a couple shows in Nashville and Atlanta. So I flew to Atlanta and saw him and flew right back. Phenomenal show. Just him as a duo. So if any songwriters and musicians that are watching right now, and if you're in a rut and you need some inspiration, look up Foy Vance. Foy Vance. Vance. Blow your mind good. Blow your mind good. All right, back to the request here. This is a song of mine called "Let's Go Dancing." This is one that I wrote years ago. Came out all at once, probably 10 or 15 minutes, one of those, and I've been playing it ever since. Put it on a self-titled solo record. I believe it's the lead-off track on that. Physical copies are on my website. Vinyl pressings are available on the last record. There's not vinyl pressings of that solo record, but all these songs and records are on all the streaming services too. A lot of people ask me real quick. What's the best way to help, or how can we support what you're doing and have the biggest thumbprint? My whole thing is buy music direct from the artist, physical copies, and then stream it for convenience. It's the best of both worlds. It's what I personally do. So I buy vinyls directly from the artist, either at a live show or from their website. And then when I'm away from the house, I'm not carrying a record player everywhere. I stream it for convenience. But that thumbprint was made. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. Here's a song called "Let's Go Dancing." I recorded this in Oxford, Mississippi at Tweed Recording Studio. I'm closing my eyes because I'm going right back to that room. And beautiful studio there. Andrew Ratcliffe engineered this one. Now, since then, he's moved from Oxford, Mississippi to Athens, Georgia, where he runs a phenomenal engineering school for up-and-coming engineers. Quick turnaround school. I think it's like less than a year, maybe even 6 months, where he teaches engineers all they need to know. It's a crash course, and then they go out into the real world and go be somebody and be an intern at a studio, and you got some experience, and it's beautiful. So, all right, let me play it for you. Cheers. One, two, three. Well, welcome home, baby. Put that red dress on, and I'll go shine my boots let's go dancing. Let's go dancing, baby. Well, the record player plays in the kitchen while I shave. She slides on a blouse. We haven't left the house, and she said, damn, baby, come and dance with me. Barefoot and bright-eyed, half dressed for a long night, dancing in the kitchen while the record plays. With the next glass of wine, we went to the porch for that cigarette. Yeah, but I didn't have a light. Yeah, but we were lost in the craters of that moon. So we laid on our backs on that blanket on that grass. And I said, let's go back inside, polish off that wine. And she said, damn, baby, come dance with me. Barefoot and bright-eyed, half dressed for a long night, dancing in the kitchen while the record played. With the last glass of wine, she finally got that red dress on. And I shined on my boots. Oh, but it wasn't right. Baby, it's just not the night. So I said, damn, baby, come dance with me. Barefoot and bright-eyed, half dressed for a long night, girls around that neckline, dancing in the kitchen while the record played. Thank you, folks. Via request there, that was a song I wrote called Let's Go Dancing that made it as the opening track of a self-titled solo record called Travis Shallow. Self-titled. It came out a few years back. Longer than a few years back now, probably 5 years ago. But the last 2 years have been a time vampire. And but it is what it is, folks. You guys still with me? We still got sound everywhere? Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. If you're brand new here, let me know in the comments. If you're just hopped on, thank you guys for sharing and following along. I do have some virtual tip jar links in the description and in the comments here, or link in bio, depending on the platform. But it all is keeping this ship afloat. It's keeping this a two-way street. And it's keeping as many hands out of the cookie jar as possible to keep this a viable operation of supporting live, independent, original music. And thank you guys so much for being here. It goes a long way. And I mean it. Thank you. More songs to come. Here we go. Some days are diamonds, some days are rocks, some doors are open, some roads are blocked. Yeah, the sundowns are golden, then they fade away. If you never do nothing, well, I'll get you back someday. 'Cause you got a heart so big that it could crush this old town. And I can't hold out forever, 'cause even walls, they fall down. All around your island there's a barricade that keeps out the danger and holds in the pain. And sometimes you're happy, sometimes you cry. Yeah, well, half of me is ocean and half of me is sky. You got a heart so big that it could crush this old town. And I can't hold out forever, 'cause even walls, they fall down. Even walls fall down. Some things are over, some things flow on. Half of me carry, and the other half is gone. But you got a heart so big, you can touch this town. I can't hold out forever, 'cause even walls, they fall down. Thank you, folks. I just felt like doing that one. If you're just now, thank you guys over here on Instagram for the Instagram badges. It goes a long way. It's a way that's got kind of like a digital tip. So I see them coming in over here. Thank you guys so much. All right. I saw a request a few songs back for an old song of mine here. It's a song I wrote and put on a record with an old band of mine called A Few Good Liars. We did a record 10 years ago. That record was called Battered Wooden Body. I think we have like 3 CDs left. And I will sell all 3 of them. They're available on my website. I believe they're $5 right now. Back to the request. I got a request here for the lead-off song on that record, which is a song I wrote called Space Between the Bed Sheets. And it'd be a pleasure to play it for you. So let me tune up here and we'll get back to it. Got scars from falling down last night. It's nothing new, baby. It's just a new way to stretch my conscience thin. But I woke up, yeah, with sleep in my eyes. Finally answered my question why you never get too close to foolish men. I've been chasing her for 5 long years. She moved to Baltimore and back again. Now she's headed west in search of higher ground. But she's riding on subways and streetcars. I never thought it'd be this hard to swallow the fact she beat me pound for pound. For the space between the bed sheets was her safety. And she's never been a fan of skin on skin. But when you look past the pain, her shattered childhood state, where the beauty that remains is like an angel lost her way. She missed the boat, somehow landed here. days are slowly creeping here in October. In the Portland, Oregon rains, they've been sleeping for a week. But I'm on a plane to go and finally see her. We make no shadows at those places that we meet. But I'm the first to say I'm not in the best shape to see her. I haven't shaved in weeks and my brand new boots are torn. But my heart is full, intentions clear. My unsure nature slowly disappears at the thought of our love being a little worn. 'Cause the space between the bed sheets was her safety. And she's never been a fan of skin on skin. When you look past that pain, her shattered childhood state, where the beauty that remains was like an angel lost her way. She missed the boat and somehow landed here. Hey! Yeah, the space between those bed sheets was her safety. And she's never been a fan of skin on skin. But when you look past that pain and that shattered childhood state, where the beauty that remains like an angel lost her way, she missed the boat and somehow landed here. Oh, somehow landed here. Oh, somehow just landed here. Thank you, folks. That's an old song of mine there. If you hopped in the middle of that one, that was a song I wrote and put on a record 10 years ago. 10 years ago, be 11 years in August of this year. A song called Space Between the Bed Sheets. Thank y'all so much for being here. You guys still with me? Hope this finds you well. Hope this is maybe a distraction you didn't know you needed. I don't know. I know that I needed this today, and that's the bar that I set. Everything else is icing on the cake. But cheers, folks. Thank y'all for being here. I'm going to announce this one more time. I am playing a show in Raleigh, North Carolina a week from today. So next week's live stream will not be at the regular time. I don't know if I'm going to try to squeeze it in on another day or might just have to cancel this one. We'll see. It is TBD. If you don't know what TBD means, it means to be determined. I just found that out not long ago. So that's why I said that. Laugh all you want. All these abbreviations, I'm just trying to keep up. I feel like that's all I'm trying to do in life is just keep up. You know what I mean? But we're doing it. I think we're doing it. You're probably doing it. I have a feeling you're doing it. You know, after 158 episodes of this, singing into a camera and looking at these comment threads has become my new normal. I almost feel like it is a show, you know? But every now and again, I have these little just kind of like, damn it, I'm singing into a camera. This isn't the way this is supposed to be. And that's why when live shows can finally be announced, and I announce one, it makes me feel good. So if you're in the Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill area a week from today, I'd love to see you at the Poorhouse. It's a writer's round with me and 3 other songwriters, and we're going to go around in circles playing songs that we wrote, and I'm desperately hoping that it's just a little slice of normal in a sea of unknown and uncertainty and holding on, right? That sounded so bleak, but it's in my world. The glass is still half full because I choose to look at it that way. But it's hard not to think sometimes, where'd the other half of the water go? You know what I mean? How about a song, right? Doesn't a song always just kind of turn that ship around? Yeah, it does. Any other requests come in? You know what I'm gonna do? When things get a little off the rails over here, I go back and lean on a good old John Prine song. I think this one sums it up pretty good, actually. Right? We'll see together. That's the way that the world goes around. You're up one day, the next you're down as a half an inch of water. You think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round. Hey! I know a guy's got a lot to lose. He's a pretty nice fella, but don't get confused. He's got muscles in his head, they've never been used. Thinks he owns half this town, but he starts drinking heavy, gets a big red nose, beats his old lady with a rubber hose, and he takes her out to dinner, buys her new clothes. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes around. You're up one day, the next you're down. It's a half an inch of water, you think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. Hey! Well, I was sitting in the bathtub, counting my toes when the radiator broke. Water all froze, I got stuck in the ice without my clothes, naked as the eyes of a clown. I was crying ice cubes, hoping I'd croak when the sun came through the window. The ice all broke, I stood up and laughed, I thought it was a joke. That's the way that the world goes round. Let me hear you now. That's the way that the world goes around. You're up one day, the next you're down. It's a half an inch of water, you think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes around. You're up one day, the next you're down. It's a half an inch of water, you think you're gonna drown. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. That's the way that the world goes round. The glass is half full again, my friends, right? We brought that one home. We took a metaphor, turned it into a song, choice, and then brought it back home like we know what we're doing. Cheers to that. Cheers. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from, folks. It's funny how a song can just change your mood for the better. Cheers to you. I almost want to do one more John Prine song. See if we can just see how high this kite can fly. I don't know if I've ever done this one. Let's do one more John Prine song. You know why? Because, it's my stream and I'll cry if I want to. Oh, she don't like her eggs all runny. She thinks crossing her legs is funny. She looks down and knows that money. She gets it on like the Easter bunny. But she's my baby and I'm her honey. Never gonna let her go. Well, he ain't got laid in a month of Sundays. Caught him once and he was sniffing my undies. He ain't too sharp, but he gets things done. Drinks his beer like it's oxygen. He's my baby and I'm his honey. Never gonna let him go. In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. Oh, we're gonna spike our noses right off of our faces. Won't be nothing but a big old hearts dancing in our eyes. Well, she thinks all of my jokes are corny. Convict movies make her horny. She likes ketchup on her scrambled eggs. Swears like a sailor when she shaves her legs. She takes a licking, but keeps on ticking. Never gonna let her go. Well, he's got more balls than a big brass monkey. A whacked out weirdo and a love bug junkie. Sly as a fox, crazy as a loon. A payday come, he like howling at the moon. But he's my baby, I don't mean maybe. I'm never gonna let him go. Oh, in spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. Oh, but we're gonna spike our noses right off of our faces. Won't be nothing but a big old hearts dancing in our eyes. Oh, in spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. But we're gonna spike our noses right off of our faces. There won't be nothing but a big old hearts dancing in our eyes. There won't be nothing but a big old heart dancing in our eyes. There won't be nothing but a big old heart dancing in our eyes. Hell, I don't know. Mood. One John Prine song, Mood. 2 John Prine songs, Mood. What do they call that? The constant in an experiment or something? Don't you need a? Let's not go back to that. Thank you all for singing along. Almost felt like we were in a room. All right, so how we doing, folks? The control, thank you. That's what it is. I love him. Oh, thank you. Bingo, Jason. Bingo. All right, thank you guys for sharing this around, man. Wes, thanks for tuning in, man. See you at the next one. How we doing, folks? You guys still here? We got sound. We're doing the thing. You guys are making it. I don't want to speak for you. That's my thought, you know. I'm really hoping that you're making it. And if I say it out loud, you're making it. Maybe that'll help, you know? I'm a believer like that. How about one more? What time we got? 7:15-ish, something like that? Let's do another one. Studio's coming along. I told myself I wasn't going to talk about it. I'm going to speak that into existence as well. We got a new little thing going on here. New songs, Pearly Girl Records. It's moving. It's almost like I don't want to look at it right in the face because it's happening, and it's almost like I'm pitching a no-no, and it's like a no-no is like a no-hitter, but you don't talk about the no-hitter. You know what I mean? You mess it up. You don't talk about it, which takes every cell in my body to follow, and I can't, obviously, because I'm talking about it. So, but things are happening, and I'm excited, and I'm hopeful for this year, and the show announcements that are coming up. And I know I've talked about posting these other unreleased songs on Patreon, and then I started working on them again and mixing them again and being like excited and like inspired about these songs that I've been working on. And it's like now I wanted to wait to like show you that, but then I want to show you the process of that. And it's like, so perfect segue into if you're not joined over on Patreon, I ask you for one call to action, as they say. Click on that link and check out my Patreon. I'd love to have you over there. I'm excited about that platform. I want to share more of the process and more behind the scenes is such a cliche term, but it's like so much happens throughout the week when live shows aren't happening and writing sessions are happening, and I'm mixing other people's music right now as well, which is exciting. I'm doing some engineer work that people have kind of sought me out to do that, and that's new to me. It's like it's great that the last 2 years, as the stress test that it has been, there are some new kind of things that fall into my lap that I'm kind of like, you know what? I never saw that coming, but I'm into it. I love working in the studio. I love engineering. I love mixing other people's music. It's just, it's fun, and it's different, and it's a different part of my brain where it's a creative outlet, but it's not my music. So it's way. I feel like I do a way better job mixing it. Any musicians that are tuned into this, maybe you can relate to this. It's like when you're working on your own stuff, you have there's this invisible veil that you try to separate from and engineer and mix your songs and your albums like it's not you. And that's why most people have other people mix their records and master their records. But control freaks are people that like to get their hands in there. They try to, they're like me, and they try to wear all the hats. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's a process, and you learn, and you try again, and then you figure it out, and then you start a Patreon, and you release all the unfinished music that you haven't done because your way probably wasn't the best way. Are we having some enlightenment here? I think that's the epiphany of it. Key is Patreon over there is going to be the new outlet where I just start brain dumping stuff over there. So I hope you join. All right, let's do a song. Thank y'all for bearing with me on that rant. There's just so much to share. We do this once a week. So I think about all these things throughout it. So much stuff is going on throughout the week. Check out the Patreon. I don't ask y'all to do much. It's a free stream. You know, there's 158 of these. All free on the YouTube channel. I love doing this. I sit in a chair, I play songs that are on my mind and my heart every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. But I think I will. I'll ask you. Click a link over to Patreon. Just see if it's a good fit for you. Thank you. There's a link in bio or a link somewhere in the comments. Or you can just go to my website at TravisShallow.com. And right on the homepage is a link to my Patreon. And if you join and it's not for you, you can always cancel. But try to find a tier, if you are into it, that's a good fit for you. And, yeah, try it out. All right. Here's an unreleased song here called Send Off. Find your own way to say it. Maybe it'll come out nice and clean. Take your time, but don't overthink it. Are you ready to fly? You're ready to leave. I'm the last little bit of a fuse on a rocket, waiting for the right kind of heat for me. Spark me off and wait for the smoke to clear. My dear, it's time for the send-off. It's time for the countdown. I'm strapped in, ready, redlined and sweaty. Ain't no time like the night. But you can paint me a canvas of the pain you feel. Maybe I can hear your warrior cry. And all other colors are blind one another. Hell, you gotta keep going. You gotta get by. It's time for the send-off. It's time for the countdown. I'm strapped in, ready, redlined and sweaty. Ain't no time like the night. But it's time for the send-off, and it's time for the countdown. But I'm strapped in, ready, redlined and sweaty. Ain't no time like now. But it's time for the send-off, and it's time for the countdown. But I'm strapped in, ready and redlined and sweaty. Ain't no time like the now. can find your own way to say it. Maybe it'll come out nice and clean. Take your time, but don't overthink it. Are you ready to fly? Or are you ready to leave? Thank you, folks. That's an unreleased song of mine there called Send Off. I think I wrote that right when COVID hit. And thank you guys so much. That's really kind of y'all. Thank you. Yeah, I need to record that one. See if I can try that one. Here's another unreleased song here. Let me pull up the words real quick so I don't fumble it. Thank y'all for tonight's live stream has been loose, but I think it's what I needed tonight. And that's kind of the target that I go for, and I keep the expectations really simple, which is I just want to play songs that are on my mind and on my heart, and that's about as far as I go. Here we go. Is that it? It's a song called Hard Time with the Truth. And this is one of the unreleased songs I'm going to be posting. I have a flushed out version of this one that's completely finished. I just haven't released yet. Don't ask. But I'm going to be sharing it over on Patreon. Full band, this is a whole flushed out song that's been recorded. Here we go. It's called Hard Time with the Truth. I sat down in that chair to get a little off the top, staring out the window, the soul barber shop. I was deep in my memory, everything on recall. Thumbing through the slides of what chose to stick around. It's funny what you remember and who you let down. The challenge is believing that you wouldn't change a thing. It ain't nothing new. I'm just having a hard time with the truth. That handful of all-nighters, too many goodbyes. Remember when the brakes went out on 9 to 5? Maybe it's all random, or maybe it's by design. Uncle Tommy's old blazer flips on the trampoline, feeding my own ego, causing big scenes. I think it might be time to finally let it all go. Really, it ain't nothing new. I'm just having a hard time with the truth. Oh, it ain't nothing new. Just right now, I'm having a hard time with the truth. brush across my neck brought me out of my haze and back into the moment. Hey son, what you think? Thank you, mister. Thank you for your time. Yeah, with all this reminiscing, you know a drink should be nice. There's a bar next door, not a person in sight. Maybe this time I can have just one and be through. Yeah, but that thought ain't nothing new. It's just right now I'm having a hard time with the truth. Oh, that thought ain't nothing new. It's just right now I'm having a hard time with the truth. Thank you, folks. That's an unreleased song of mine there called Hard Time with the Truth. I'm going to be posting a flushed out version of that one with a full band and full production and the whole nine that's over on my Patreon. So thank you all again for taking the time to at least check it out, do a trial run of it, do it for a month and see if it's for you. But I look forward to seeing you guys over there. I got time for one more, and let me think about what it's going to be. What's the last one going to be? Let's see here. We having feed problems on Facebook? Oh, you're good? Okay. Yeah, sometimes if the feed gets tricky, I'm broadcasting live over on YouTube too, and YouTube seems to be the most steady horizontal picture there. You know what? I think I will do that, Maureen. So the last single I put out is a song called Let It Pass. And I haven't played this one in a while. And this is going to be one of the songs that 94.7 QDR out of Raleigh is going to be playing on Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Big thank you again to them and specifically to Jason Adamo for making me the featured artist of the week for that radio station. And he's going to be playing a couple of my songs on the air. And, I did a video for him and all kinds of stuff. And so you guys be sure to tune into that 9 p.m. Eastern Time this Sunday to 94.7 QDR. And it's part of their homegrown Carolina featured artist of the week. But back to this song. This song was set to be released right when COVID hit. I think March 26th was the original release date. But we pushed it back to June. And it was released on Cavity Search Records out of Portland, Oregon. And I was talking with the label and we were thinking about pushing it back again. I said, let's just release it. And I'm glad I did. And it's been the best received and streamed song to date. It was very strange to release a single or release any music in the middle of a pandemic. But I'm glad we did. And so let me play it for you. A quick little, I don't like to over-explain songs, but I've talked about this enough on interviews and podcasts and stuff to feel okay about where I was coming from when I wrote this. And I was watching a friend of mine go through a hard divorce. And I was friends with both sides of this, so it wasn't like a taking sides type deal. I just saw her really struggling with it, and it's one of those things where through conversations and through kind of mutual friends, the sentiment was, you're waiting for sometimes you're just waiting for an electric fence to stop hurting you. All you have to really do is let go. But sometimes that's the hardest part, right? We all have learned that lesson over and over again. But it's a hard one. It's a hard one to front run. So here's let me play it for you. It's a song called "Let It Pass." Want you waiting for things to fall into place. You stare at your screen and slowly buckle under the weight. Whatever happened to going down swinging, going down in a blaze? And I know you've had your troubles, and these ain't the glory days. But you know, if it ain't meant to last, you gotta let it pass. Standing on stage and he remembers the path that it took. And the lights go down and it takes one last look. Whatever happened to living forever? Rock and roll will never die. And he knows he's had his troubles, the days are slipping by. But he knows if it ain't meant to last, let it pass. Whatever happened to going down swinging, going down in a blaze? And I know I've had my troubles, and these ain't the glory days. Whatever happened to living forever? I thought I'd never die. And I know I've had my troubles, but keeping those days behind. 'Cause I know if it ain't meant to last, oh, I know if it ain't meant to last. Oh, I know if it ain't meant to last, you gotta let it pass. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight, folks. Guys, have a great week. You guys be kind to every single person you run into this week. It's a choice you have to make, and my God, I hope you make it. Most importantly, I say this every damn week, be kind to yourselves. It's already a hard world out there. Why would you make it any harder? Thank y'all so much for checking out that Patreon. But only if it feels right to you. Thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for being here. It felt good to get these songs off my mind and off my heart. Thank you for sharing a little bit of the bandwidth with me. 'cause I know if it ain't meant to last, oh, I know if it ain't meant to last, well, oh, I know if it ain't meant to last, you gotta let it pass. Yeah. You gotta let it pass. You gotta let it pass. Sending it all to you this week, folks. You guys have a great week. That last song is on all the streaming platforms, and there are some vinyl pressings of it on my website as well. But look, don't. This isn't homework. You guys have a great week. If it resonated with you and you want to do a deeper dive, you guys check out the Patreon. If you had to dip in, dip out, you had dinner, you had kids, and you want to check out the replay, just know that you can. All these episodes are archived on my YouTube channel. Just my first and last name, Travis Shallow. Thank you all for considering subscribing while you're there in this weird digital algorithmic world. But it lets independent artists like me stay afloat and stay viable. And thank you all again for supporting live, original, independent music. I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys have a great week. Cheers, folks.